Hi everyone, this is Joel from MoonlitsHollow. Today we're also going to be talking about a few things. I wanted to talk about a bit more about light and dark entities and the differences there, and sort of, some common perspectives in the spiritual community. And when I say spiritual community, I'm talking about everyone. So regardless of what path or discipline or system of magic you take, I'm talking about all of those together. I also want to talk about morality in terms of magic, as well as black and white magic. Okay, so this is a bit of a, I suppose, pet peeve, but let's talk about it in an academic way. So we have, for example, white and black magic. We know white to be, good magic. It's for the benefit of others. It's protecting. It's healing. It's etc. And dark magic, or rather black magic, is any sort of dark magic that to harm, to maim, hexes, curses, demons, whatever. Okay? Excuse me. I have a real big problem with both of these labels. And the number one problem is that magic is what you make it. Okay? It's the intentions of the wielder of the magic that determines how it's used. Because at its basis, magic, energy work, runes, divination, anything, it's all a means to an end. Okay, we're working towards an objective, a goal, a purpose, a something. We want to achieve something. Okay, and that goal or that objective is all based around what the wielder or the user of the magic wants to achieve. Okay, doesn't matter what system you use. Doesn't matter if you work with demons or light beings that it's white or black magic. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what they are. Doesn't matter what spirit. They're fae. If they're celestials, if they're this and this, doesn't matter. Okay? It's about your objective. Okay? So we understand why we use labels like black and white. Sorry, yeah, black and white. Because we want to define and label things so we can understand them better. Okay? I feel as if, as a human race, we have this compulsive desire to put labels to things. We're always trying to put constraints on relationships, trying to understand what are we, what's this connection, what's this situation. We're trying to always define what's around us because it gives us a sense of comfort. It's no longer the unknown, it's something that we know and can understand. But we shouldn't always try to do this, okay? And there's nothing wrong with you if you use white and black magic as labels, but do understand that morality is subjective, meaning that it's, determined by everyone's opinions. And my opinion of what morality is and what it is to be a moral person will be different to the next person and the next person and so on and so forth. Okay? I purposely do not talk about good and bad in magic. Okay? Obviously, there are some acts that we can all agree upon. They're negative acts, things like torture, murder, things like that. That's negative because it's, taking away from something. And a lot of people will agree that those are negative acts. But let's not use good and bad, okay? Because magic is magic. It's a tool. It's all about the individual person and how they're using it. Doesn't matter if you're working with demons or working with black magic. It's all about your purpose. You could use black magic to heal, to conjure protection, to help, to assist. It doesn't matter what it is. It's all about how you use it. And that's the key takeaway here. Back to morality. Morality is very subjective. Magic, energy work, everything is a tool. Okay, it's all about the individual's personality. So who's using it? Why are they using it? What are they trying to accomplish? A lot of us get caught up in, oh, that's black magic, that's evil and bad, I should never touch it, without really understanding what it is and what they're doing. Obviously, a lot of practitioners are very cloak and dagger, meaning they're very secretive about the practices. And admittedly, I'm a bit like that too. A lot of what I do explain it to clients, and I do explain what I'm doing, but I won't give you the full rundown because A, it's probably a bit beyond the client or whoever I'm working with, and B, it's a bit too complex or complicated to bring down and explain to people. Okay? And they don't need to know it. Okay? You don't need to know the ins and outs of my practice other than the general concept and what I'm doing to deliver the results. Okay? I get a lot of questions. Do you work with demons or angels to accomplish your services? Neither. I don't work with spirits. I do obviously offer services like custom pre-conjure, and reverse adoptions and so on, but I don't work with spirits in the regular sense. I have a lot of spirits that are friends and people that I know in various realms, but I don't really work with spirits. I don't have any spirits aid me in my daily tasks or my daily life. Nothing like that. So, and this ties in with another issue, because obviously this is a very big thing, and I understand why people feel like this, but it doesn't matter what energies you're born with in soul and what energies you possess. It doesn't matter if they're light, dark, in between, somewhere else, different shades. It doesn't matter. It's all about personality. Excuse me. Just because a dark being has dark energies doesn't make them inherently bad. Just because they're a demon doesn't make them inherently bad. Obviously a lot of demons and entities of that type will, particularly in the communities that we have, a lot of people demonize these entities, okay? Ironic, really. And I understand why they do. But not everything that's dark is a demon. Okay, there's lots of other entities. There's even some celestials and angelics that have dark energies. Energies don't dictate who they are as a person. Their personality does. Don't demonize entities that are dark, and don't put beings that have lighter energies or positive energies in this sort of pedestal or on this pedestal. Because just because they have light energies doesn't mean they won't stab you in the back or do something mean to you or behave in a way that is negative. Okay? Energies determine nothing. Okay? And that's one of the biggest misconceptions of many practitioners and systems across the globe. And look, it's true. Light beings and dark beings, don't like each other. There's an instinctual dislike. Okay? It's just one of those things. But that gap or that ravine can be bridged. I have a lot of friends. I'm a dark being myself. I have a lot of friends that are celestials, angelics, etc. Okay, just because I'm dark doesn't mean that I can't be friends with someone who's light. Okay, you can, opposites attract and all these sorts of things. Okay, I really want to impress upon everyone the fact that it's a spirit's personality that dictates what they do and why they do it. Doesn't matter about energies. It means nothing, really. Something I really want to impress upon everyone. Okay? Whenever they encounter a dark being, it's automatically, oh, it's a demon, it's evil, I must get rid of it. Well, maybe you did something in a past life to warrant this situation. Okay? Maybe it's not even an intelligent entity. Maybe it's just sort of parasitic. It's just, working off its desire to feed in order to sustain itself and live. Okay, it's not targeting you for any reason. It's just drawn to you because you've been really angry lately. So it's drawn to that really sort of that emotion and that energy, and that it thinks, oh, that's a great way to sustain myself, to keep living. A lot of these entities aren't drawn to you because they're targeting you as a person, but just because you're an easy target. Okay? There's plenty of entities I've seen that, these lighter entities or light beings that will target someone and use them for their own ends, sort of parading themselves as this being of light and beauty and love. And they'll trick you and they'll use you because you fall into the lie that because they're light, they must be a good person or a good entity. Okay? So energies have nothing to do with persona of spirits. Okay, let's wipe that across the board. We simply view dark beings as bad because, in some cases, the work and the energies that they use can have effects on negative emotions. Okay, so they can feed off these negative emotions and power the energies. They might sort of make people feel a bit negative when they're around them. Okay, but positive and negative aren't the same as good or bad or good and evil. Okay, it's not the same thing. There's a polarity of things. There's light and there's dark. There's life and there's death. There's all these sort of polarities to ensure balance, and that's how it is. Okay, just because it's dark doesn't mean it's bad. Morality is subjective. Okay, keep this in mind. Magic is what you make it. Keep that in mind as well. It's all about your intentions and what you intend to do. So black and white magic, I don't think are great terms because they reinforce the fact that, or they reinforce the divide between light and dark. Okay, and that's why I don't like them personally. But this concludes my rant. I hope that you, obviously this is a rant, and this is not, I never mean to disparage or defy or sort of, really take shots at any other practitioners or communities, etc. This is me, a random stranger on the internet, voicing my opinions as a practitioner, as a business owner, and as someone with a bit of a voice. Okay? You can take it or leave it. Doesn't bother me at all. Okay? If there's one thing I could impress upon people, I just thought of let's check my time. Okay, got some time. This is going to be very controversial. I thought of a great idea to finish this video off. My second pet peeve, super, it's not super big, but it's there. Now look, when we are beginning our spiritual journey, it's very like us to reach out to something higher or better or wiser or stronger than ourselves for tutelage, to learn from them, to have them guide us and grant us wisdom. Okay? That's very natural. We want to learn from somebody so we can get better and get to where we need to be. A lot of people, and there are some of these practitioners are drawn to these entities because that's their path and that's what they want to do. No problem. If that's you, cool. Okay? Everyone else, listen up. Making pacts with demons, deities, or any other sort of entities. Okay? A pact is a trade, it's a deal, it's a business opportunity. Most times, okay, entities will not grant you something for free. They're not going to give all their time teaching you and giving you wisdom just because they're a nice guy. Sometimes they will, but that's, 15% of the situation. Most of them will enact or pull upon or take something from you in return. It's a trade. They're giving you their time and wisdom and knowledge, and they're taking something from you. And I understand why we reach out to these entities, but I would love to see more people using their own power. Okay, you have power, you do have spiritual capability and potential. Use it, work it, sow the seeds, let that potential grow and snowball and become bigger and bigger, and reap it when you sort of reach the end of or reach a high level of practice. Okay? Don't rely on other entities. It doesn't matter if they're deities or they're stronger than you. This is your journey. This is not their journey. Use your own powers. Use your own strengths. Use your own mind and heart and spirit and work towards something. Okay? Don't just, it's the equivalent, it's the spiritual equivalent of saying, I need to lose weight. I'd like a pill that helps me lose weight really quickly. You're taking the convenient route. Don't lie to yourself. You know you are. Okay? Work for it yourself. Okay? And look, it's not easy. There's no answers out there. There's no one there to hold your hand or help you. And it's very convincing or convenient to reach out to this entity and say, hey, teach me this, this, and this. And they say, yep, okay. It's very easy. And I understand why people are drawn to it, but you don't need them. They need you. You don't need them. They will get something from you. They get more out of the situation than you do out of them, which sounds contradictory, but it's true. They will get your energies, thoughts. They will sort of might pull upon your essence, sort of taking away your potential to sustain or build themselves up further. Okay, so obviously each deal is subject to its own terms and its situations. Every trade-off is different, but you don't need them. Work upon yourself. Okay? So concludes my little rant. Thank you for listening. I hope that even if it doesn't align with your viewpoints, that it was interesting to listen to and you enjoyed listening to it. If you ever have any suggestions for videos, please post them in the comments down below. I'm trying to get back into YouTube and trying to do more videos. A lot of my content is mainly focused around my Patreon, where I release twice weekly exercises. We cover latent abilities, different soul races. We cover, we do many workshops. There's subscriber discounts. There's all sorts of stuff on there. There's giveaways. There's a lot there, and I won't cover it all now, but it's worth your time. Even from $9 AUD excluding GST, which is tax, you can benefit. You can access a growing library of techniques and exercises and viewpoints and theories and all sorts of stuff to help you grow and learn more. And you also join the community. We have a Discord server, and there's so much there. Check it out. It'll be of interest to you. And yeah, thank you for listening. Have a great day.